Okay, I'm not going to bore you with a lot of statistics about Chile. The internet is full of such things if that's what you want. I simply want to show you why I am here. Now, any country can boast about its attractions. And I'm sure everyone's seen the commercials from other countries to attract the American tourist dollar. Now, most sites are not unique to any one country. I mean, which is better, the Rocky Mountains or the Andes, the Pacific beaches or the Atlantic Ocean beaches? I mean, who's to say? Who is to say? But for such a small country, Chile can boast a lot of uniqueness. And I would like to show you some of them right here.
The Atacama Desert, the driest desert in the world. But because of the many rivers it has, it is teeming with life. Chile has the most southern city in the world, Punta Williams, very close to Antarctica, which is probably why Chile claims part of Antarctica as its territory. In size, Chile is slightly under the combined total of California, Oregon, and Washington. But still, everybody lives within an hour-and-a-half drive of the beach. Although it's not unique just to Chile, Chile does have scenery from the most arid desert to majestic mountains to glaciers. And in Chile, you will find many oases, ruins from a civilization that is 6,000 years older than the Egyptians. In Chile, you will find a vast variety of flora and an interesting variety of fauna, although the animal species are limited.
And there's a lot of history in Chile. Chile was settled a relatively few years after Columbus made his first trip to the New World, so to speak. In fact, it was the very early 1500s. Now, he made the trip in 1492, and parts of Chile was settled in 1530. So that's not very long after. And it's a developed country. I mean, it has all the infrastructure you could find anywhere. I mean, the cost of living is very low compared to the USA, and the standard of living is the highest in South America. I mean, Chileans live quite well. They're not dirt poor like you would think. And today's exchange rate, I can meet all my living expenses for $480 a month, and that includes food and a cell phone. I mean, in the States, I'd be hard-pressed just to get by.
Public transportation system is second to none in the world today. Efficient and affordable. It's the reason I do not own or want to own a car. If I go to a concert, I can have a cab pick me up at my house, drop me at the door for $2. In most cases, it would cost that much just to park in the United States. The buses are very comfortable, built by Mercedes and Scandia, and on long trips, like 4 hours or more, they have attendants that serve a boxed lunch and drinks, and the schedules are very frequent. The Chilean people are very much into culture. Museums, the arts, and ethnic tradition are extensive. Opera, concerts, all genres, and American jazz is more popular here than in the United States. And music is taught in all public schools as a required subject, not just a sideline. Nightlife in Chile is extensive, and you can find much of it. Live entertainment is a preference, and moviegoers are relatively few. You would be hard-pressed to find a bad restaurant in Chile. I mean, good food is a tradition. Even McDonald's has good food here. The regular hamburger that you can buy in the American McDonald's would not sell here, so they don't make it. So if they don't make good food, they're out of it. There's only one police force in Chile. They call them the Carboneros, and there's not thousands of them like there is in the U.S. And the police are very responsive to the people. Only the bad guys fear the Carboneros, as well they should.
Now, the DVD albums that I'm sending you herewith are all of my life in Chile. I hope you find it interesting. I am here because the climate is good for my breathing problems. The medical care is very good. The cost of living is much less. There is much to do for interest and entertainment, and to be sure, Marianna is here, and that's a big plus. Now, I miss my family. I miss you a lot. But the hard reality is, if I had stayed in the United States, I'd be dead by now. If emphysema hadn't killed me, the medical profession would. I mean, even when I was going to the clinic in Chanute, just going to the mailbox, I had to go out there to pick up my mail, and I had to drop down on one knee and rest for about 5 minutes before I could walk back to the house. And that was only 50 feet. Here, I got treatment. They told me what was wrong, what I could do about it, and I go downtown every day, and that's more than a mile and back. And, you know, there's a big difference.